Hi everybody, this is Hello Lux and welcome back to my channel. So today I have a really exciting video because I'm going to be unboxing my very first Hermes purchase. If you follow me on Instagram, which is at HelloLux_, which I'll post right here, you may have actually seen that I've been teasing this purchase since December, but there's actually been some other videos that I've wanted to film since then, and you guys voted too, and you guys would rather prefer the Van Cleef video or the LV Morel video. So this just somehow, just got postponed, but today we are finally unboxing it. Please give this video a like and subscribe down below if you found it helpful. Also, don't forget to go ahead and follow me on Instagram. I'm always posting there, whether that's reels, stories, pictures. That was the first place where I went ahead and I released the details of the LV price increase. I also post links to other great things I find. So for example, the other day, I found a Chanel vintage black flap for under $3,000. So I'm always gonna be posting the links on there. So I really hope to see you over there. With all that being said, let's go ahead and let's actually get into the video. This is a wish list item that has been something that I've wanted for a really long time, and I never really caved in because I was really building out and rounding out my luxury collection before I, really wanted to get into Hermes. But this is something again that I've been eyeing for a while. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give the backstory like I always do. Timestamps are going to be down below so that you can, listen to the story, only look at the unboxing, price, all that good stuff. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and let's get into the video. So here we have the very classic Hermes orange, bag. It's being a little bit washed out right now, so it looks a little bit more subdued on camera than it is in real life. In real life, you guys know that this orange is very, very bright. So let's go ahead and let us unbox it. So let me pull it out right here. And here is the box, which is wrapped just beautifully. And let's go ahead and let's unbox this. Let me go ahead and peel back the ribbon. Tie it like this. And here is the box, Hermes Paris. And let's go ahead and unbox it. Any guesses? Just by the size of the box, maybe? Well, if you guessed a pair of shoes, then you are correct. Now, maybe I'll give you 2 more seconds to guess what actually is in here. And you probably guessed right because I said that this is my very first Hermes purchase, so I probably went with something basic. And if you guessed the Oasis sandals, then yes, you are correct. So let me go ahead and show you. So I went ahead and I got the Oasis sandals in gold. And again, I think it's being washed out a little bit, but it's a very, very classic gold color. The heel is sort of this raw, like wood contrasted look, I would describe it. If you've seen the black ones, you know that like the black ones are the same color as the rest of the leather, but this one is sort of a contrast. So here we are, it says Hermes right there that you can see. In terms of sizing, I went with a 36.5. I'm usually around a 37, but my feet are extremely narrow and the leather stretches. So if you are also in a similar boat, then I would recommend sizing half a size down as per the SA's recommendation because this will stretch. You don't want your foot slipping in and out. So this pair is made in Italy, and again, it's absolutely gorgeous. So I think I'm actually going to take this to a shoe cobbler and maybe, put a layer down here or something to protect it so that this can last a little longer. But yeah, I'm so excited to finally have these in my collection. Was looking for the perfect summer spring shoe. And if you've watched a few of my videos, you guys know that I say all the time I'm on the shorter side, around 5'2". So I will take all the extra heel that I can get, which is why I went with this over the Oran sandals. In terms of a little bit of a story time, so I actually originally got this color, which I will put a picture right here. It's called Beige Nude, and I think it's absolutely gorgeous. It's this pinky toned nude. And again, I originally got it, and when I tried it on in the store, I thought it looked perfect. But then when I actually got home and tried it again, I realized that it seemed to wash me out because my skin tone is very light, and I just felt like the pink tone was very similar to my undertone. So I ended up returning it to actually get more of a color that would stand out against, my skin tone. Talking a little bit more about the wish list and how long I've wanted this. So I actually wanted this ever since I went to Europe back in October. So if you watch any of my unboxings, which I'll link up here. So I have one video where I did an entire haul for my Spain trip. I went over pricing at Louis Vuitton, how much I got back. I also did an unboxing at Louis Vuitton, and I talked about how I wanted something from Hermes, but I wasn't able to get it. So I actually wanted to pick these up in Europe because in terms of pricing, these retail for $750 in the US, plus tax, so over $800. Back then in Spain and in Europe, it was about 500 euros. And you saved the, VAT refund, and the conversion at that time was really good. So I actually would have saved like $250 to $300. But what I didn't know is, unlike here in the US, they don't sell the Oran and the Oasis sandals year round. And that's because over there they have more of a winter season. They care a little bit more about, you know, the collections per season. So during October, as you're approaching winter, they're only going to sell fall or winter shoes. So think about boots, fuzzy sandals, etc. So they only had one pair of Orans and Oasis sandals at all of the stores across Barcelona and Madrid, and it was this sort of black blingy sort of combo, which I'll post a picture of right here. But that one was more expensive because it was a more limited edition piece, and I just felt like there wasn't really need to buy that because I'd much prefer something neutral as my first piece. And even though it would end up evening out to the price I paid in the US, I just didn't want to make such an impulse decision. They also had another pair of shoes which I thought was beautiful, which is called the LB. I'm not sure how you actually pronounce it. She pronounced it in very thick Spanish accent. But this pair of shoes I thought was beautiful. So for here in the US, it retails at $970. In Spain, it basically would have been the same price as the Oasis sandals, just because it was cheaper there and there was the refund. So I'll go ahead and I'll post a picture here. I will also post a video of me trying it on. Again, I thought it was beautiful. One thing that I love about the Oasis sandals is, again, the height, but compared to the Oran sandals, I actually like how those are sort of a square foot. So I felt like the Elbe was, you know, really beautiful, but I just didn't prefer how there was a strap in the back. I thought it made it look bulky, but if the strap wasn't there, I think I actually would have bought it. Again, I'll show you the receipt really quickly. But again, you know, as I was mentioning, it's still the same price as it always is. So this is $750. And then you have sales tax on it. So depending on, you know, where you are, that could be an extra, you know, $50 or so. One thing that I was pleasantly surprised with was Hermes's exchange policy. So as you know, I originally got the other color in that beige, but I was easily able to exchange it. So yeah, no concerns there. And again, for the sandals, at least within the US, I feel like they're selling them year round. So one thing to consider if you are going to Europe is you might not be able to buy them. Something else that I've recently heard of when I was at the store and, you know, people were talking next to me is apparently in Europe, I'm not sure if it's just France or if it's just Paris or, you know, maybe Italy, but apparently they're implementing a 1 shoe per person rule. I'm not sure, you know, how accurate that is, if it's connected through all of the systems in Europe. So if you guys have more information, definitely leave that down below. But yeah, apparently these are a hot commodity and they're trying to prevent people from buying them. In the US, at least I'm aware of, there isn't any regulations or anything like that here. And yeah, you guys are gonna hear it here first, but I'm actually in the process of planning another Europe trip for the summer, celebrating my, hopefully, you know, cross my fingers, promotion. So I'm thinking of what to purchase for that trip. I'm thinking maybe another piece of fine jewelry. If you've watched my recent Van Cleef & Arpels haul, an unboxing, which I'll link up here, you know that I'm starting to build out that collection. But I also really want an Hermes bag. So thinking a little bit about that. If you guys have any suggestions for a first time purchase for an Hermes, you know, leather good or bag, definitely let me know because I can definitely use all your recommendations. With that being said, this is pretty much the entire video. I know it was a little bit on the shorter end. Tried to keep it short and simple, trying to post more frequently as well. So again, always let me know if there's anything that you guys want to see. But with that being said, I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.